there's like a high chance we'll choose like a few of y'all stories to be shared
One.
on here.
One person.
One person. What?
One person that listens.
The one person that listens the whole way. We'll never know who that is, but we'll choose one of y'all.
So, welcome everybody to the second episode of Don't Listen. I am your host, Brandon. On the other side,
My name is Ray. So
Ray.
let's do this thing.
So let's do this.
Mhm.
Last time, if you listened to the first episode, when we were saying our names, Ray was a silencer because it caught me off guard. I thought that he was gonna say his real name, which is
My real name is John, but
Jonathan.
but you knew this though. I kind of was like, what do you mean?
No, because when you said Ray, I was just like, oh, okay, is that it?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I get it. I guess, yeah.
So
Mhm.
so that's why I was just like, okay, I thought you were gonna say something else, but
No,
anyway,
I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick to it.
right. So his artist name is Ray, and we decided to cut this down to 15 minutes.
Finally, thank God.
uh,
30 minutes was forever.
Right. Other than
Like
30 minutes,
no
because
one's gonna finish that video
no.
at
Were you
all.
gonna say fudge and listen?
I told you this, I told this before we started. Like, no one's gonna listen to a 30-minute video if you're new. They're more likely to listen to it if you've been doing it for a while. Cause you're like, nah, dude, 30 minutes might be too little. Let's do an hour. And I was like, an hour? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, what the fudge? Like, we ain't shooting no movie. And then
those people have
30 minutes it's too long.
Yeah, but like those people had like just more experience, so I was just whatchamacallit. We had to start at that level, in a way. That's what I was going for.
No.
But yeah, so we're recording this short to 15 minutes other than 30 minutes. Then later on, once we have more content or people to speak to, we'll probably make it longer so that we can actually have more time to talk to them. No, yeah, shorter.
Fuck.
And go from there. So anyway, now that we have that out of the way, so
I say the soft spot is like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Nah, I would say 15 is fine.
All right.
But anyway, we'll advance this later on.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 weeks ago, I went to visit Jonathan and other friends.
Who's Jonathan?
Oh, Ray, my bad.
Every time. Every single time.
It doesn't stick.
Listen.
Unless you actually give me something to tell you, Ray. Because, like, I mean, you don't have any content right now that's like, okay, you're Ray.
That is true.
Yeah, so if you want to listen to Ray,
well, I mean,
follow them
there's
at SoundCloud.
Yeah, in SoundCloud, I have some content on SoundCloud, but I'm working on new projects which are taking like a bit longer, only because we're trying to find the right, like, I mean, it's a work in progress right now, but just know that more content is gonna come your way, so just be patient with me.
Yep. But anyway, yeah. So unfortunately, we weren't able to shoot the podcast at the top of the mountain, or even go to the top of the mountain, because we had some issues there. We decided to actually camp at a campground at the bottom of the mountain, or at least somewhere around it. And what you have to do is or some places that you have to reserve your own place.
Mm-hmm.
I reserved it, and it took us at least an hour to get there. We didn't know what it was. They told us that it was going to be uh, enough space for 5 people, and we did say tent. But that place is actually for both RVs and primal tents.
Wait, did you know this? Like when you reserved it, that it was mainly for like RVs.
It was for both RVs and primal tents. So there was a like there was a place where it was only grass,
Mm-hmm.
um, and the other was gravel for RVs. But
Mm.
yeah, so we got there, and it was real. It was all there was. It was already closed. The offices were closed, but there was a pamphlet that had my name on it and said, "Thank you for staying with us. This and that. We reserved a place for you at an RV station, which we didn't know that it was only going to be gravel. So we went there, and when we found a spot, we were gonna be right next to an RV, like a high class RV.
Huh?
A high class RV, um, expensive RV. And on top of the RV was a huge flag that said "Vote Trump."
Bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Yeah,
So
most of us felt
nobody.
like uncomfortable with that ish, except for Brandon for some reason. So we
Yeah,
did.
yeah. We just stayed there. We were thinking, should we stay? Should we not stay? I was completely
No, no,
okay
no,
with
no.
it,
We said
but
let's dip.
right.
You were like, I don't know, guys.
Or
Let's do it for the memories. Let's see how this would
no, I
turn
did not
out.
say that.
Come on, let's stay. Everything's gonna be fine.
So for the memories is something I say because it's kind of my motto. But we'll get into that
For the most
another
part,
day.
it rarely goes your way.
um, but anyway, yeah. So we ended up leaving, um, and we found another place that we could camp in. We camped, and it
Mm-hmm.
was pretty good. However, at the other camping place, they told us that there was gonna be some bears around. Some black bears were have
Yep.
been seen around, so they
Mm-hmm.
told us to be careful. Um, but we still did it. We didn't hear anybody. Um, but I kind of, in a way, I kind of wanted to see if there was, or I kind of wanted for a bear to be around just to see what would happen. You know?
I low key want that too. Like if we saw like a bear, like those black bears, like it would have been like dope. But at the same time, I would be like, I hope it doesn't get near us.
Yeah.
Like I would want to see it from a distance.
It would have sucked for us because we lost the keys in the morning. So if we lost the keys
Oh
in the morning, we
yeah.
wouldn't have had the keys then. So
Well,
so then that means we're fucked.
pretty much.
But nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it was a good experience. Unfortunately, there were bathrooms.
Yes, that
So
was one of the biggest fears of mine too. It's like, damn, how are you gonna use the restroom and stuff?
yeah,
Um, but like he said, luckily there was restrooms. Cause shoot, I was trying to like think of so many ideas of like how deep in the woods am I have to gonna get like to use the restroom. Am I gonna have to use leaves? Like
dig a
what if
hole.
yeah, dig a hole? Like what if I go into the woods to use the restroom and then I encounter a black bear? It's like damn. But yeah, luckily there was like a restroom, so everything was cool. It's just like the other thing I had was like I didn't want to eat too much, even though I did. Um, because I was like I don't want to go like to the restroom in the middle of the night, because it was like pitch dark where the restroom was.
Yeah, it
Um,
was it was creepy.
yeah.
Actually,
So
I went there at like at 3 a.m. in the morning.
oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh damn, yeah, it was kind of weird. So I was like, nah, I hope I don't get to that point. I hope I just sleep through the night. That's it.
yeah. No, when I went there, I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna see something. It's like there was no lights on the whatchamacallit,
Mm-hmm.
the bathroom lights were off too. Unless you
No
came in.
way.
Yeah, the bathroom lights were off, so I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, but they were motion censored?
They were motion sensors, so they
Okay.
turned on. But I was just like, oh, if I stay here too long, it's gonna turn off, and then,
Yeah.
there might be somebody there. I'm like, oh god, like all these things were going in my mind. I was like, but anyway,
That'd be creepy if you were to use it and then you heard like noises.
that's what I was thinking.
Coming
I was just
in.
like, if somebody else had came in, I would probably just stay there, or said something.
No, I
stupid
was
like,
thinking more of like
is there someone there?
I was thinking more of the bears coming in.
Oh yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking just about people
Nah.
who might just come in.
Mm-mm.
Cause once the light turns on, it turns on. It's bright as hell outside.
Mm-hmm.
And inside it is too. But I didn't know how long it was gonna stay there, so
Mm.
so it was fine. If
Yeah.
there was something there that would scare me, I would be prepared because I would be in the bathroom.
Wow. This guy.
I wouldn't have to shit my pants.
But imagine like you were there, like in the stall, but that bear came in, and that was just, like his sleeping spot.
Yeah.
And then like if you made noises, he would be like, "Yo, what the fuck? Who's there?"
Yeah, that would suck for me.
Dude, that bear
But
probably knocked that door out like in a second.
like, give me 1 second. You
Damn.
hear outside.
Yep, pretty much.
But yeah.
I'm glad you're okay.
I'm glad I'm okay too. Talking about that, I wanted to share a horror story, like the cliche kind of bonfire horror stories,
Mm-hmm.
but we didn't. The thing that when I went outside, when I went to the bathroom and came back,
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep, but like I dreamt of something weird. I was a little bit too drunk, but I actually dreamt of me waking up and seeing like this like skeleton or very skinny like long figure
Mm-hmm.
just standing up on the tent and looking at me.
Mm.
And I was like, I didn't think much of it at first when I saw it, and I was like, am I dreaming? Am I not dreaming? But then when I looked back, when I looked somewhere else and looked at it again,
Mm-hmm.
it was this close to me, like
Oh damn.
probably like 1 foot away from my face,
Mm-hmm.
and that creeped me out. I woke up like right away. I was like, oh crap! Like I was breathing so hard, but
Right.
everybody was snoring already around me, so it was just like, okay. I thought it was gonna be a little like that creeped me out a little bit, and I
Mhm.
kind of like looked everywhere to see if there was anything.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully there wasn't. But what do you call it? Yeah, that was like one creepy thing that happened.
Mm.
It would be great. We should like add, or we should tell horror stories or have like a horror story segment here.
We should. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Plus, so going to that
Huh.
point, getting to that point, if anyone would like to share their scary stories, any experiences, feel free to email us at don'tlistenemail@gmail.com. And
Yes.
for the next videos coming up, there's like a high chance we'll choose like a few of y'all stories to be shared
One.
on here.
One person.
One person. What?
One person that listens.
That one person that listens the whole way. We'll never know who that is, but we'll choose one of y'all.
Right. So I think we're past our 15 minutes, so we'll have
Mm.
to cut this now.
No one's gonna
Um,
listen.
No one's gonna listen. But if you stayed here until now, thank you again.
Appreciate it.
Means a lot. Appreciate it. But like he said, if you have any horror stories that you would like to share with us, just make sure to email us at don'tlistenemail@gmail.com, and we'll go ahead and share that story. It doesn't have to be like a complete horror story. It can be just something that it was either paranormal or something that actually happened to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, just give us a story there, and we'll share it here on the next episode.
And
we'll have a little segment for it.
Don't forget to follow our social media accounts on Twitter and on Facebook at The Real Don't Listen. And what's our Instagram?
Instagram is do.not.listen. So it's do not listen, but with dots in between the spaces. So Instagram at do.not.listen.
Yes.
That might change later, but anyway. So again, thank you so much for listening to Don't Listen. This is Brandon signing out.
Ray, peace. Hey, before we leave, I just want to say something real quick.
All right.
It's really important for people to know to not forget to smile to people around you, whether that be family, friends, strangers, because you never know what that person may be going through. So like, if you give anybody a smile, right, that action can change their whole entire day. And it's very good to always give those positive vibes and that positive energy, because someone might need it. So I just want to leave you out with that message. And like Brandon said, appreciate for all the love y'all been giving us so far. Appreciate for the few people, I guess, that been listening the whole way. And yeah, stay tuned for more content, because we got a lot more coming soon.
Yep. So thank you so much. Share your horror story with us, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Peace.
Goodbye.